Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting out war against the Grey. Today's video we're going to talk start collecting Kings of War, ambush a smaller sized game of Kings of War. A nice small sized rank and flank game. And today we're going to take a look at how we can start the Ogre faction using the Ogre army box. Now in this video, we're going to go through talk about the contents of the Ogre army box itself, what the models in it are, how we can build them, and what they do on the tabletop, before looking at some other units we can use to expand upon this initial box set purchase. We'll then finally finish off the video with a little sample army list of 750 points for you to use as some inspiration for starting your own Ogre army in Kings of War. So, with that said, you get 18 Ogre infantry models in this, and these can be built in a variety of different ways. You can build these either as your warriors, which can have the two-handed weapon options as well, or you can choose to build these as Ogre boomers, which are a ranged weapon option. You can see the guns in the middle there. Now, the Ogre infantry, first of all, you've got melee 3+, defense 5+ is really nice, 9 attacks in a regiment is really solid as well. Now, you've got Brutal and Crushing Strength 1, which is just standard for all Ogres. And then you've also got Exchange Shields ability, where you can drop your shields down, grab those two-handed weapons. Your defense will drop to a 4+, but you will get Crushing Strength 2 for free. So you can choose to pick whichever way you want to go. You've also got a unique upgrade for the Ogre faction called a Crocodog, which can be upgraded for a bunch of different Ogre units in your army, including your warriors. Crocodogs allow you to, once per game, when the unit rolls its hits in melee, you can choose to reroll up to 3 dice that score a natural unmodified 1. The Crocodog is then destroyed and cannot be used for the rest of the game. Now, the boomers themselves, their ranged attack is 12-inch from the boomsticks, piercing 1 and steady aim. They've got a range of 4+ as well, so a pretty decent shooting unit option. There are also 9 attacks in melee with melee 4+ and defense 4+, so they're still, a pretty solid unit in melee as well. Now, the character model we get inside this box set is an Ogre Warlock. Now, the Ogre Warlock is a spellcaster 1. They have Brutal, Crushing Strength, Inspiring, and Nimble as well, which is really nice. Now, the Ogre Warlock has its own special rule for each friendly corps: large infantry regiment, large infantry horde, or large infantry legion within 6-inch. Obviously, only the regiments are going to matter for us here in ambush. You increase the amount of dice rolled with a Drain Life, Fireball, Lightning Bolt, or Mind Fog by 1 to a maximum bonus of +3. His standard spell is Lightning Bolt as well, though he does have access to Drain Life, Fireball, Mind Fog, and a Blood Boil, though Blood Boil, as you saw, does not get any of the additional bonuses. Now, looking at where we can go next with the Ogres, I think Hunters are a really interesting unit to bring in. Another large infantry Ogre unit option. They're Brutal, Crushing Strength 1 as standard for all Ogres, but they also have Ensnare, Pathfinder, and the Slayer melee D3 rules. This is just a nice lot of additional rules in there with 9 attacks, melee 3+, defense 4+. A nice alternate unit. It's those Ensnare and Pathfinder rules that make them a great unit to maybe have on your flanks as a nice harassment unit for your opponent's flanks, or indeed something good at protecting or pushing up your own battle line. Now, Ogres also have their own chariots, and they come in 2 different varieties. You can either have the Warrior Chariots, which will have Ogre Warriors on top. We've talked about them. Chariots, regardless, will get Crushing Strength, and they'll also have Thunderous Charge on the Warrior Chariot as well. Now, a troop of chariots will have 2 models in it, so these are actually units of chariots, which is pretty cool as well. You can also choose the Boomer Chariots, which are ranged ones. They have Aura, Stealthy, Brutal, and Crushing Strength 1. The Boomsticks have a nice 12-inch range, piercing 1, steady aim, same as the infantry unit option as well. Now, something about Ogres. They're big, they're mean, they're nasty, so why not go even bigger, even meaner, and even nastier and grab yourself a Giant. Giants are a fantastic Titan option you can bring into your Ogres. They've got the melee 4+, defense 5+, with a d6 plus 8 attacks. Crushing Strength 4, Fury, and Strider in there. These have just got amazing, solid rules on them. The Giant Club can give them Rampage, d6 melee, or the Giant Cleaver with Giant Slayer, d6 melee as well. And lastly, the Berserker Bully. I think, first of all, this is just an awesome Ogre miniature, but it provides you with a nice little kill piece. Melee 3+, defense 4+, 8 attacks with Crushing Strength 2 and Wild Charge D3, along with Nimble there as well. This is a really nice character. I think that can be a really good solo operator for the Ogres, while not costing an awful lot. At only 130 points, it's a really nice little solo operator. Can go in, do some damage, take on some lighter units in the game, and really hold its own. And so here we have our sample army list for the Ogres. Now what's cool about this is we haven't had to put any of the additional models in this. This is using models entirely from the initial box set. In fact, it's not even using all of them. Now, we've got a bunch of regiments because we are large infantry. So we've got 2 of boomers. These are going to provide us with some nice mobile fire support, but also be great out on the flanks. They can generally deal with lightly armored flankers on our opponent's force. And they, like I said, they're good fighters in their own right. They will rival, most other basic sort of infantry from any other army and probably be better than them. Now, we've got warriors. We've got 3 lots of warriors here. All of them have got crocodiles for those rerolls potentials, but also we've gone with 2 of them exchanging the shields for the 2-handed weapons. So we're going to have probably the one with the shields be in the center of our battle line and have these 2-handed weapons on the flanks, generally protecting the shield ones. The Ogre Warlock would probably sit somewhere at the back there. He's got his lightning bolt that he can do. Really, he's just going to be trying to cast and do as much damage. And you can also move up, He is still an ogre. He's only got 2 attacks, melee 4+, defense 4+, but he can still do a decent amount of damage with that lightning bolt spell, especially when he's around all those ogre units. If you've been playing with the Ogres in Kings of War, let us know how you've been going and what you would do with them down in the comments below. And so that is the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also drop a comment down below letting us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here, we have a Discord server for Sinful Gaming, which you'll find linked down in the video's description. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so either by supporting us on Patreon or YouTube members, both of which are linked down in the video's description, or grab some merch from our Teespring or Ko-fi stores for yourself as well. All of these are the best ways to help support the channel. As a special thank you to everyone who does help support the channel in such a way, we'd like to give a shout out to all our Patreons and YouTube members. So, thank you to our Patreons, Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lyle, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Bloobs, Benjamin Swallows, Red Martin, Kevin Bowman, Iron Grinch. And to our YouTube members, Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Osworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, John Castle, Davis Weir, James South, David Crozier, and Dylan Areno. And lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel, and a special thanks to all the mods that help with our Discord server and all the people that come on the regular to help with everything on the YouTube channel. Thank you all once again for watching. Stay safe everyone, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.